$1 trillion per day moving over the network, I think could absolutely, be possible if we had $100 XRP. As that escalates up, I mean, the back-end settlement of the stock market's $6 trillion. There's $600 trillion in global stock markets. Back into the FX market, pretty similar. It's 5-6 trillion a day. So these things start adding up, right? And then there's more and more demand for the XRP to be able to settle these transactions and be routed over the network through the DEX, settling through XRP. The more liquid XRP is, the higher the price XRP is, the cheaper those payments are going to be, the faster they're going to settle, all those things. So, 3 digits, just cross-border payments would kind of be my guess. 4 digits is probably the back-end settlement of global markets. 5 digits would be derivatives, excuse me. So, that's somewhere between 400 trillion and $4 quadrillion. There's really no determined notional value for derivatives globally. And we know that that's coming. Ripple, I think, is well positioned to capitalize on that market and leverage XRP in that capacity. And if XRP becomes a tier 1 asset, it can be used as collateral for derivatives, which is a big, big deal. The more XRP that's locked up, the less is available for use, the higher the price is, everybody wins, right? And that's the beautiful thing about this. It's a positive feedback loop over and over and over again to push the price higher and pull us out of debt and do all the stuff. So 6 digits is, like you said, interplanetary commerce. Like that's a ways out. Like we've got to have global GDP has to become exponentially higher. There's got to be AI economies and agents, agentic stuff. You just saw Ripple invest in a $5 million seed round for, was it T54? I don't remember the name of the company, but you can go look at it. They just invested in that seed round for agent-to-agent payments. If that doesn't tell you that that's coming and it's going to be a huge market, huge, I don't know what else does. Ripple only invests in things that are going to add value to the XRPL and the ecosystem, and they do a good job of picking winners most of the time. They've made some bad investments and calls, but everybody does, right? I would say the majority of their calls have been very fruitful, and obviously they advocate for those companies and help them move things along, and that's the benefit of getting an investment from Ripple. So I'm expecting big things from that company. I'm expecting the proliferation of agents and that whole economy and the payments, that's going to be a much larger economy of payments than we ever thought about doing as humans. And I know that sounds super sci-fi, okay? But the reality is, like, we're not that far from that. Max Avery sent me an article this morning, which was kind of disturbing. The pace at which AI is progressing, we really only have like maybe 3 years of the civilization as it exists today before it's completely papered over and looks very different. And that's going to be hard for a lot of people to adjust that quickly. If you're not using AI to augment your ability to perform at a high level, I would highly encourage you to start playing with it, start using the LLMs, Claude, ChatGPT and the others.